Hello, what is up? So I thought I'd do a video on Outer Worlds 2, sharing my thoughts because I haven't talked in any yet. And first of all, I'll show you the location, the game folders. So it will be this one, Arkansas, binaries, WinGDK. This is where you install OptiScaler, or you can just paste over the file, the compiled file, I believe. So I haven't tried it myself, but you can try it to see if it just works by pasting the file you download from GPU Open. Uh, and obviously this is the one from Reddit that you download. So you have to tell me if it works like that, or if it doesn't, just install OptiScaler in that folder I showed you, and then paste that compiled DLL over it. So I believe if it works just by replacing this upscaler file here, that would be great for RDNA 3 and 2. 9000 series owners, it's easy, just flick it on in the game menu and it works. So I've actually got the Gamepass version, I bought it, but it should be the same folder, Arkansas, so it should be the same for Steam, and then you just go into that and you find the final folder. So again, if you're installing OptiScaler, make sure you do that first and do not paste that DLL, the RDNA 3 DLL, over that file before, because it will just OptiScaler will overwrite it and then it won't work. It won't come up with the FSR 4 in the OptiScaler menu. And then obviously you just press insert once you're in the game to bring it up, and then just FSR 3.x, and then it should be applied, hopefully anyway. That's how it usually works. So yeah, that's it for the install. And for 9000 series owners, it's just great to have it in the menu, and then you can just flick it on. Didn't even need to go on adrenaline, so that was very surprising actually for me. I was wondering, I'm not going to lie, I was thinking, well, we're probably going to have to at least enable toggle, and then I was worried about the Game Pass version that I've got. I was worried that it wouldn't even work, because there's been a few games in the past where adrenaline just wouldn't detect it. But AMD have obviously been working on that, and you got the open support for developers, so fair play to Obsidian Entertainment. They never miss with their games, they're really good with their RPGs. I don't think they've made a bad game, to be honest, from what I've played. It's always been a very good game, and I've loved it. So in terms of this game so far, I would have to say it is quite, yeah, it's pretty demanding when you max it all out. And there is a hardware ray tracing option that I've not even bothered with, because I just don't really care about it too much. Ray tracing, if the game is demanding anyway, I just tend to leave it off. So no doubt that will be more demanding if you flick that on, but I'm just using the lumen in the game that's already packed in with it. And what I've noticed is it's definitely playable on the 97XT at quality mode FSR 4, and I've just maxed it all out very high. That's the highest it goes, apart from the hardware ray tracing. I'm maintaining over 60, but it's you get pretty much some scenes where it will drop right on the edge of say 61, 62. So it hasn't gone below it, which is good. But then I'm thinking, well, I might even end up going balanced, because I did check out balance FSR 4. And the other tip I would say is that it's always that global illumination, which really knocks the FPS off a bit. So I'll put that down to higher, and I've left everything else the same, just to get a bit more FPS, and it seemed to do the trick. So just literally by putting that to higher, and I found that in the Mafia. So it seems to be the case in these Unreal Engine 5 games, as I've said before. That global illumination setting actually, even on Nvidia, I noticed it knocked FPS off when I've used that in the past. Although they do it better, they do run it better, but not by too much. But then it's definitely, I'd say on AMD's side, is something they're still sort of struggling with. So I would say you could try balance and leave that on very high. But what I'm going to do personally, because I did find, you will see that I'll go to balanced FSR 4, and then I actually end up running with that because I find the FPS is good, and then with the high setting for global illumination. So I think that's how I'm going to look at it, how I'm going to run it. I'm obviously at 1440p ultra wide, so it's 33% more demanding than the standard 1440p. So it will depend on what resolution you're at. I mean, at 4K, it's going to be more demanding because that's like I think that's like 66 or 67% more demanding. So yeah, I would say probably performance at 4K. If you want to max it out, you can try what I've done to go balanced, because balanced, I couldn't tell a difference if I'm being honest. As I've said, balance, I mean performance I didn't try, but I thought balance looked great and I was like getting closer to 100 FPS. So I'd have to say, I'm quite happy. I'm not really, I mean, when I'm looking at image quality, I'm not bothered about going balanced because I've seen it in Blade, I've seen it in other games, and even performance looked great. But definitely when I'm looking at balance and comparing it to quality mode on FSR 4, especially the 4.0.2 version, I'm finding it really hard to tell any difference. And I mean, in some games on the compelled DLL, balance was looking better, but I think that's a malfunction. As I said in the past, it just weren't working properly. But yeah, I mean, I don't think you're missing anything just by going balanced, and then you get more FPS with it. So I think that's the happy medium, really. You get great image quality and you get a boost with your FPS as well. So I think that's a no-brainer in this game. But in terms of the game, I'm actually loving it already. I mean, I loved the first one, and the RPG is on another level compared to other games easily. It's definitely one of the best ones I've played, and I've only just scratched the surface, but already I can tell it's great. I'm just really immersed into the game, and I just, like when I don't play it, I just want to play it again. I can't stop thinking about it. So I would have to say already, it's an amazing game so far for me. I'd massively recommend it. It's got everything I want in the game. I really love RPGs, and this, I feel they've got it spot on so far with the conversations, the dialogue. Uh, it's the sort of thing that keeps me playing. I mean, there's a lot of games that come out with it. RPGs very, very underwhelming and crap. Let's face it. And I mean, I keep going back to games like Dragon Age Velguard. I just really couldn't get into it because I felt it was bad with the conversations. I did finish it off, but I sort of forced myself, literally forced myself to finish it. And but yeah, another thing I like is big characters in the game, and I feel already there's going to be some very interesting characters, like the crew I'm speaking to here. There's been some funny conversations, and it feels like you might even develop some feuds with some, or obviously some friendships with some others. So already it's intriguing me into the game. So if you like RPGs like me, and you like shooters because it's literally a shooter as well, first person, I think you're gonna really have some great fun on this. Oh, because I know I will. I mean, I really enjoyed the first game of this, Outer Worlds 1, and that was really good. I mean, when I think back to that, uh, even listening to the music on this again, it just gives me some nostalgia, just from playing the first one, because I had a really great time with it. So I could be literally addicted to this one. And what I like is it just gives you that freedom to do what you want. Like in Starfield, I did really enjoy that, although the creation for a character was lacking a bit. But I did enjoy everything else. I liked the RPG elements. Bethesda are usually great at that because I'm a big fan of what they do. And Obsidian Entertainment, they did actually make in collaboration with Bethesda, they did the Fallout New Vegas, and that was great. That was one of the best, definitely one of the best video games I've played from Bethesda and Obsidian Entertainment, who pretty much done that game, I think, for them. So Obsidian Entertainment, definitely great. So I'll go to balance mode here on the FSR 4, and yeah, I was struggling to tell the difference between quality mode and balanced. So my recommendation would be balanced if you want more FPS like I do. Just if you want to max it out and then you want to just a boost, balance could be the answer. So, but I would probably, as I said, just knock that global illumination off, because I think it's a bit of a gimmick at times, the very high setting or the ultra setting or whatever is in the game, the highest setting for it. Because I don't notice too much of it from the game from very high to high, and it still looks great. So it's just the lighting in the game, really, in certain situations. But it's not something I miss. But definitely, balance feels great and looks great. So that would be my recommendation. I mean, at 4K, you would need to scale down a bit. So yeah, my thoughts so far. For me, it's amazing because there's not many games like this at all. I can't think of many where it's just it immerses me into the game with the RPG. All the different options you can say when you're talking to these characters. You can be a bit cheeky, which I like. Then you can, just agree with them or what. I mean, you get all these different options. I mean, it's sort of like in Velgard where you don't get the option. You got to be too nice, and you say something and they don't say it. And depending on the type of character you pick, you can answer in a different way. I mean, I picked an ex-convict, so I can be a bit like intimidating to them, or I think I've done it the intelligent option as well. Pretty sure I did, so I can. I think I've got the hacking option as well. You get choice of 3 different uh, traits, I think, that you can pick. So yeah, I mean, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I love the visuals. They look really nice. So everything about it, I'm enjoying it. So, I mean, originally I thought it was a bit like Mass Effect with the RPG, because I really like that game. But that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.